Tanneguy III du Chastel was a French military leader of the Hundred Years' War. Life. In 1415, he was provost of Paris, charged with keeping order in the city. During the civil war between the Armagnacs and Burgundians, he was one of the leaders of the Armagnac faction under Bernard VII, Count of Armagnac, Constable of France. He opposed the partisans of the Duke of Burgundy in their attempts to capture Paris. His nephew was Alain de Coëteville, Bishop of Avignon. He was a favourite of Charles the Dauphin, who he saved from a Parisian riot in May 1418 during the Cabochen Revolt. With Jean Louvet, another of Charles VII's favourites, he was one of the main instigators of the assassination of John the Fearless by some Armagnac men-at-arms during his interview with Charles at Montereau-Fault-Yonne on 10 September 1419. From 1425, his influence waned as Arthur de Richemont's waxed. Also, in 1429, he used all his effort to convince the Dauphin to receive then-welcome Joan of Arc. In effect, several of Charles VII's councillors supported the principle of a rapprochement with Burgundy in order to present a united front against England, which could not have been achieved without du Chastel's efforts. His son, also called Tanneguy, began as governor of Roussillon, before fleeing to Brittany, where he became Grand Maître d'Hôtel of Francis II, Duke of Brittany. He next was in the service of King Louis XI and was killed in 1477 at the siege of Bouchon in Picardy, in the course of a war against the Bourgogne. After the death of Charles the Bold, Louis XI had him buried at Notre-Dame de l'Équerroy, where Louis himself was buried in 1483. Bibliography. Histoire des Ducs de Bourgogne de la Maison de Valois, 1364–1477 de Prosper Bruguière Baron de Barant 1782–1866. Conservé à la Bibliothèque nationale de France. For a detailed account of the affaire du Pont des Montereaux, Albert Mirot, by Politique de Tanguy du Chastel, Thesis for the École des Chartistes, 1926. Philippe de Comines, Mémoire des Faits du feu roi Louis XI. See Index. Tanneguy du Chastel, Montereau-Fault-Yonne. The second passage on Montereau recounts the assassination of John the Fearless.